Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle and today we're going to be doing January's closeout. We're going to go over how I close out my budget and see my total expenses for each category. Last month I told you I would go through the process with you on my Excel spreadsheet for my transactions. And so we're going to go ahead and do that, and then like I said, find out what we spent for each category. I do know that I am over budget this month by it's like $211.57. So mindful of that. Again, always learning and whatnot. Also, as a side note, I have started doing my nails at home officially today, and I started using builder gel, which I didn't even know existed. And so I'm so excited that I know it exists now. But let's just take a moment to look at these nails. I absolutely love them. And this is the hand that I would do with my non-dominant hand. And it just came out perfect. I love, love, love. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and switch over. Sometimes my audio changes. So if that does, I apologize. I'm probably going to put it here once I switch, and you'll see my screen with me in the corner. So one moment. Okay, guys, I am back and you should see my screen now. So what I do here in my transaction tab is I have credit card spending, which I want to see my expense for my credit card spending because I pull out cash and then I pay off my credit card. And so in order to see my accurate spend, I have to track these under my paycheck. And right now, we don't have that. So what I do is I go through um, any, so if we go to, I can filter, we'll clear, and we can go to credit card spending. So as you see right now, none of these have a paycheck. So if they don't have a paycheck number in here, they won't show, none of these transactions will show up on this tab, which I need to see that. Right now I just show like the actual money that I pulled out. So I think moving forward, I'm gonna just have one expense tab for the cash each week and just do that, because right now I break it down to every category and it's very time consuming. So these are just little things that I'm learning along the way. So basically, I have my calendar here that I'm gonna pull out, and I'm gonna just start filling these in. So paycheck 1 is up until the 6th. So I really know we can go here. I don't know if I can do, okay, perfect. And then we have paycheck 2 is going to be until the 13th. So copy and like that. Then we have paycheck 3. Oh, and actually, oh no, that's right, sorry. There are bills on there as well. So paycheck 3 is the 14th until the 20th. So here into here. And then the rest of these are going to be paycheck 4, except for these balance ones. I'm not going to update those because those need to stay. I don't want to see those on my January tab. That is just to update my accounts tab so I can make sure this is accurate. So that's where I see my 211.57. This is showing me what I have overspent. So I spent, I can show you here. In my tab, I spent $1,698.47. And then based on what I paid, I'm over 211.57. So now that we're good on the credit card spending, I'm going to clear this filter by selecting all. And then so now what I need to do is go back in here and go to these ones. So these are going to show in my BMO. So actually, let's just go here, clear BMO, because this is the cash that I pulled out. So I don't want to see any of these expenses. The cell phone is good. Disney can be removed. Gym is good. HP removed. Netflix removed. Jeep is good. Water bill is good. Business, we want to remove. So this is what I was saying too, like, so this is all the cash I pulled out for my cash envelopes. So I think what I'm going to do is just have one expense and just put it under one category. That way when I go to do this, I don't have to do so many. I think that's going to be easiest because I'm going to see my true tracking when I do my credit card spend. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Just learning things that work best along the way. Car insurance is good. That's good. Like some of these actually have to stay on here, whatever I don't use on my credit card. Like we don't want that there. That and that. So those should all be good now. Select all. And all of my transactions should now be up to date. So if I go into my January tab, everything should be reflected properly. So fingers crossed. I'm going to be not matching. Oh, I went to February. I'm not going to match what's in my bank account now because I've changed that. So that's why I track my cash spending the way I do on my spreadsheet. So here on this weekly thing, I can see what's in my bank account each month after my bills are taken out. That's too how I do like my cash planning for the month. So if I can't see that, it's like hard for me mentally. So that is why I do that with the transaction tab. That's what works best for me to work it out in my head. So it says we're 157.30 over, but that's not completely accurate just due to things and whatnot, because there was leftover money in there and whatnot. So that's why, again, like it's important for me to see that being tracked. If we go into my expense category, so for business, I budgeted $3 and I spent $265. So I'm in line there. Eating out, I budgeted $80. I spent $148.90 over budget. Gas, I budgeted $140. I'm at $132.02. So that's on point. Gifts and holidays, I budgeted $95. I spent $129.38. That's where I'm over. Groceries, I knew I was going to be over on groceries. So I budgeted $500 and I spent $663.52. Household, I budgeted $20. I spent $133.88. Kids, I budgeted $75. I spent $100.65. And this is actually not accurate because I did truly only spend the $75. The other amounts are my daughters actually spent that and they paid me back. So I do want to include it because it is included on what I paid back. So that is good. Self-care is, I budgeted $679 and I spent $314.94. I would have to look to see what all of this is, but a lot of this is probably gift card related and some true expense for my nails. Now that I'm going to do them at home, I had to get a few things. I had the majority of the stuff because I've done them at home prior, so I really had the bulk of everything, but I needed to get like the builder gel and like the top and base coat for that and whatnot. Unplanned, I have $159.57. I didn't have anything budgeted there. Wellness, I had budgeted $9, but I spent $59 45. So I should have actually budgeted a little bit more here, and that was my mistake. Because I always know that I have my prescription, which is at least $14.99, and then my daughter has a prescription. So this should have been at least $36, and that would have been fine. So we can see what categories I'm over in and what I need to work on. Okay, so that is a big difference. So I budgeted 928 and I spent double. Okay, double. So that's why I like this spreadsheet, so I can actually see like, wow, Michelle, like what's happening here. This month was a little bit rough. We are not in line with our budget here, so we need to zip it up and be better next month. My bills should all be in line. I had budgeted 1757 69 and I spent 1756.53. Perfect. And then we go into debt. I budgeted 1530. I spent 1555. Savings. I budgeted 150 and I actually saved 208. So I love that. And that is it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into my category spending. So we're going to go into my transactions, and here I need to go through each category and add it up that way. So I will show you guys how I do that. And so let me write down my categories really fast because I need to remember what those are. So we have business, car, debt, eating out, gas, gifts, groceries, household, kids, savings, self-care, subscriptions, miscellaneous, which I believe is my unplanned. Utilities, and wellness. So let's go back here, and now we're in business. So let's clear these and look at business. So we just have this 265, which I'm going to just round up to $3. Car, I did not have any car expenses. Did I have any car expenses? What do I do under my car? Repairs, maintenance, car wash. You know what? I don't think I have. Let me go here. Oh no, I do. I do have. Okay, so yeah, I didn't have anything for car. 0. I was worried that I didn't have a category, and I'm like, why wouldn't I have a category? Okay, so debt. We have Amex. Do I want to do the debt fund? No, because this is spending. Franciscan. Jeep. SoFi. And that's it, right? Yeah. Okay. So if we look here, that's our $1,555.04. And then now we have eating out. Some of them I have to select multiple and some just have a category. So it just depends on if it's like my bills, I combine them. Let's see. See, we don't want to include those. But 148.90. And then actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I should be able to then just go, because I think it's aligned. If I go here to this should give me everything that I spent. Yeah, so we're going to just go here on my expenses. So gas was 132.03, gifts 129.38, groceries. I really can't believe I spent that much on groceries. Ugh. Household, kids, and then self-care is $314.94. Unplanned, which is my miscellaneous, I need to update that. 7, and then wellness, 59.45. Okay, so that works for my business ones. And then I need to go back here for like my bills and subscriptions. So savings. Let's see what I did for savings. So I have something there. I don't want to do my debt fund because I use that to pay my SoFi. So even though I saved it, I spent it. So it's not really saved, if that makes sense. In my eyes, it's like, no. Health savings, do we include that in there? No, because I have to like spend that too. You know what? I did this last time. I'm not going to include savings in this because this is spending and savings is not spending. That's what I said on my bi-weekly. I'm remembering. So we're not going to do savings. Let's go back in here. We're going to do subscriptions. So let's clear. We have Apple, Disney. Oh, I have to do my gym. My gym was under wellness, so I need to add that to. See, there's little things that I forget. Okay. Subscriptions. All in one. Music, Netflix, Aura. Bring. Okay, I think that is it. So we should have this, and this. 65.84. That is perfectly in line with, I think, what it typically is. I think it's a little bit higher because I have my music subscription. I didn't have that last month, but now I do. I think it's normally like 50 something. It's like 54. So that's about right. And then utilities. I wonder, will car, oh no, car insurance is under car. Let me go here really fast. 101 under car. Okay, utilities. So we did cell phone, gas and electric, internet, rent, renter's insurance, water and trash. Okay. So this is $1549.69. Perfect. And then let me go back because I have to do my gym. So I'm going to go back into we have gym 1, 2, and then my wellness. So it's this, $99.45 for wellness. So that is good there. Click OK. I want to clear those. Oh, and I want to select all of them. Okay, perfect. We have that. And then what I do too is go into here and my monthly, let's update that. We're going to take this savings out because we are not going to do savings because we're not doing it on there. Okay. So for, but you know what? Let me just double check one more time. Let me make sure. So business, because there's a flourish within wealth too. Okay, so no, that is right. I just wanted to make sure that I was not missing something. Okay, so business, we spent $3 this month. Car, we spent $101, and that is for my car insurance. Debt, we have $1,555.04. I made an extra payment to my debt consolidation loan this month, and I plan to make one extra payment every month as much as I can. Eating out, we're at $148.90. Gas, we're at $132.03. Gifts, we're at $129.38. Groceries, $663.52. Household, $133.88. Kids is $100.65. Miscellaneous is $159.57. Self-care is $314.94. Utilities is $1,549.69. And wellness is, oh, something's not right. Oh, no, never mind. $99.45. So for the month of January, we spent a total of $5,091. Whew, wow, that seems like a lot. And so if we look back at my income, let me write that number, 5091. And then if we go to January's income, so my my actual income I projected was $4,410.39. And it looks like I brought in $5,199.49. So that isn't aligning. I'm not sure why that is. Oh, that's because remember we didn't include these savings. So if you take out like $200 for savings, that will probably be what it is. And some of these have like sinking funds. So see, that's where it gets tricky. I'm not quite sure where I'm at with like balancing everything out, but I know what I'm over. I know what I'm spending and where I'm spending it, and we're getting a better handle on it, better understanding. I know what my goals are, and that's what's important, right? So with that being said, I'm going to stop recording on my screen. That's going to be done. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope that this was helpful. It helps keep me accountable and reaching my goals. So that is always great for me. It is sometimes uncomfortable and hard, but it's just my reality. And in order to face my goals, I have to face my reality. And it just is what it is. So again, thank you so much for joining me today. And I will see you guys on my next one. Bye.